listen up. I have the best surprise for you. We were upgraded to the presidential suite, courtesy of manager Ken at the Swan. Thank you, Ken. And yes, you are not imagining. These walls are completely curved. It's like a little rotunda. The foyer is like a rotunda area. And I'm showing you the decor. It's very modern. So you come in, you have this round room, and then, oh wow, you have a baby grand piano right here in this grand living room or living area. And then right behind the piano is a huge window of the resort. You get to see out at the Swan. I just love this view, y'all. It never gets old for me. I love being here. I love this view. I love the boardwalk area. I'm showing you over here are the pools at the Dolphin, which are part of the pools you have for you at the Swan. And then you have the like the fun pool, and then where I crooked my finger, that's the Swan quiet pool. So if you go out down in the main foyer, turn left, and then bam, you're right there at the pools, the Swan pool. You can of course walk over to the Dolphin if you'd like. Now the building that you see on your left, that white with blue windows, that is the Swan Reserve. That is the third one of the Marriott sisters. There's three of them there, the Dolphin, the Swan, and the Swan Reserve. And now it's out of focus, but that brown building you see in the distance, that brown hotel, that is Disney owned, and that is Coronado Springs. View of the windows, and then to your left you have a full size dining table. I love that chandelier, how modern and cool that is. Lots of hidden lights over there. Another set of windows. Another beautiful view. You have a full buffet, and then you have a built-in buffet here. I'm going to check it to see if there is like a fridge in there. And there is not. It's just a lot of storage. So if you were using this, oh, and this is a surprise, even the pins for presidential upgrade levels. Okay, so if you had someone staying with you in the living room, that would be a nice place to put your things away. Then another surprise, I had no idea there is a full kitchen. I did not know that any room in the Swan had a full kitchen like this in it. I mean, you can actually cook on that. Now, it is missing pots and pans. I think you can probably call the front desk and ask for it. You have the Keurig and all the Keurig choices that are there for you. And then there's the third outside door there. I think it must be an 80s thing. But you have a sink. You have your Fiji water upgrade, right? Your water bucket, all your little accoutrements, and then another nice upgrade are these Nest products. It's hand soap and then this lovely lotion, and it's a dreamy grapefruit scent. You even have a microwave. I did not know that any rooms in the Swan or the Dolphin had microwaves in the room. You have additional seating there under the sofa table. You have very comfortable places to sit. Brian took lots of naps on the sofa with his TV as loud as he could get it, and he had the best time. Oh, y'all, check out the adorable mermaid sculpture. Oh, I wanted to take her home so bad. Straight ahead, that is a linen closet with another robe in it with slippers. You can in a luggage rack, everything you need. Y'all, I love this marble and this bathroom on that vanity top. I love all the finishes. I am pointing out that the toilets are, yes, they're an upgrade because they're elongated and larger, but they're very low to the ground. And when I brought my mom and my sister down with me in February for my mom's birthday, the toilet was quite low for someone with mobility issues. But of course, they help you at the front desk if you call and ask them for help with that. But still, something to be aware of. All right, so if you know, you know. In my opinion, and in my book, any day, LMS are upgrade. LMS products are top tier in my book, and I just love them. That was a great surprise. And of course, you know, I love that waterfall head with the breakaway shower. Shower wand. I really think that all deluxe brands, no matter what you are, Marriott or Disney, you should have that. All right, lots of little upgrade products. I'm going to go through those in the next restaurant or the next bathroom for you. Another sweeping view there. I love that living room. It was so comfortable. All right, so now we're going to actually enter the bedroom, and I enjoyed um, this room a lot. That bed is a true, true heavenly bed. You have two bedside tables, and y'all know that I had to pay attention to those fancy pins. The teacher in me collects them, and so of course I took those pins home. You have this beautiful, comfortable sitting chair with your own little ice bucket and Fiji water for you right there in the bedroom. So if you're lounging, trying to get some work done at this desk, or if you're lounging, you have all the things you need. There are three empty drawers there that are really nice size, so you have lots of storage available to you. Two full closets there, all the things you need in there. Room or wall safe, of course, my items, but your two luxury robes, and you have two sets of slippers in there that you can take home. The robes you have to leave in the room. Ironing board, iron, luggage rack, and you have the luxury vinyl plank on the floor. So I do think that they have done the upgrade in these rooms. Just they missed some things in my opinion. All right, so let's take a look at these products that they have for us. You have well, that's the room key. That's not the part of it, but these are like cotton swabs and cotton pads, help you with your makeup. There's a shower cap. There's also a shoe shine kit for those really, really fancy people who shine their shoes. Okay, so you have a shaving kit. There's a razor in there. It's not the best razor, but hey, it'll do. And then there's a little tube of shaving balm that it's very nice and rich. I did use the razor, and it'll do. It's not the best razor. All right, you also have a nail care kit, and if you know me, hey, I was thrilled to have a nail care kit. I put that in my travel bag and updated it. Also, a sewing kit. A nice little, cute little sewing kit went in my bag, some mouthwash, and some Alamus lotion. I really enjoyed having those upgrades. Two full-size vanities and more products. So we had lots of little products, more Alamus products. And I realized somewhere in here that the jets, the noise that I hear, I accidentally turned the jets on, so I'm turning those off. So now this is a very large and deep jet tub. I'm sure it is lovely, but I am funny about using jet tubs that are not mine. So I did not try it out. I'm sure it's so nice to have. I wish I weren't chicken to try it out. Then a full-size shower stall. This is the one that I use during my stay, but it does not have a breakaway shower wand. Okay, guys, come on. Please update these rooms with a shower wand. And then you have the toilet room, which is a nice touch to have the door that will close so you can use the toilet in peace. So, and then you also have a bidet, which was a big surprise because I have never stayed in a room that had a bidet in it. I've never been overseas to Europe or any place that had that. So that was a surprise. I really felt fancy having that upgrade there. Then there's another outside door. So that's your third outside door there, or either direction. We might consider it your first. There's another sweeping view of this room, and we just had the best time. It was so luxurious, and we are so thankful. Manager Ken, thank you so much. These types of luxuries and upgrades are just something we normally don't are not able to budget for or afford. So thank you for that once in a lifetime experience. Even though we're Marriott Elite members, we don't usually typically stay this luxurious. Thank you so much. All right, in closing, let's get Brian's thought on the presidential suite stay, our surprise upgrade. All right, Were there any surprises or favorites of the presidential suite for you?
Um, yes. When I opened the door, I got there first, and I was like, "What is this piano doing in this room?" And that was kind of shocking. And then having like a full kitchen, and then also having like a really real living room there was kind of very shocking also. So, and then there was a whole separate room for the bedroom, and then there was two baths.
Yeah.
So it was kind of um, overwhelming, especially for two people.
So not like overwhelming in a bad way, but more like overwhelming in Country Comes Town or something straight out of Pretty Woman when you feel a little overwhelmed by how nice everything is and luxurious. Were there any disappointments or dislike about the presidential suite?
There were actually three doors to the presidential suite, but we had two different keys. So one key didn't work for one, and one didn't work for the other. So it was kind of different. You had to make sure you had to keep up with them. But it was fun. It was great to have that upgrade.
I agree. So, what has been the hardest thing for you as you transition to non presidential status in your subsequent stays?
Um, we were like peasants when we went back. We were like, we're staying with the peasants? No. I mean, that was kind of our little joke to each other.
And there's literally no Fiji water.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. The Fiji water was gone.
Yeah.
The lady asked, she said, I asked for more water, and she said, "Do you need the Fiji water?" And I said, "The refrigerator was
What
stocked."
do I?
Yeah, I mean, it was stocked. It didn't have like everything, but enough drinks and kind of snacks and those type of things were in there.
Yeah, and if we were still soda drinkers, that would have been a pretty sweet, surprise there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was 4 different brands of soda in there.
Yeah. Although I'm not real sure how we were going to actually cook in there because there was literally no pots or pans or any cooking utensils and supplies. But I wished I would have thought to ask so I could let you guys know if you can check those out at the front desk.
Yeah, there was really nothing in the cabinets.
Yeah. All right. So the big money wallet question. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Can you ever see a situation in which you would actually pay $1,000, $1,500 a night for this room in the future?
No, I can't. I mean,
Yeah, I already knew what you would say, but I had to ask. For real though, we could probably rent 2 different regular rooms for less than what you can rent this room.
I think our thing is to go and stay 3 or 4 nights, and to spend that kind of money for 3 or 4 nights is kind of worthwhile more so than for us to spend one night, because we're literally using it to sleep. I mean, we're usually up and gone, and then by lunch we're back taking a nap or something like that.
But like, what if our extended family came with us?
To me, that room didn't have enough beds. I mean, it didn't have, I'm sure the sofa let out, but there really wasn't enough
I
room for
agree.
6 people.
The space was nice. The bathroom was really nice. I'm glad we got to experience that. And if he offers us that again, I will definitely jump
Yeah,
it.
it was fun to
But
have.
yes.
Our favorite room though is the first floor room that has the patio.
Yeah, and then second favorite is that one room that where Ken put us on the balcony room over the canal. It's a lot smaller, but gosh, it's just nice.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy having a place like I could go take a nap and close the door and you could play your TV as loud as you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
But in the event of no complimentary upgrade, I think for our purposes, we would just rather have the patio room where we can just walk out and go straight and don't have to go through the hotel or the elevators.
Avoid all that busy area.
Unless, now hear me out, unless we can get a presidential suite on the bottom floor as a patio room and complimentary upgrade. Now that's a ticket. All right, so real talk here. I cannot find presidential suite prices on Marriott Bonvoy app, but I can find it for the Swan Reserve. And right now, they don't call it presidential, I think they call it executive suite. So right now, their most expensive suite, which would be comparable to this one, is running about $2,000 a night. Oh my goodness, that is so far out of our price range and what would be affordable for us. Um, yeah, I don't see us being able to do this ever again unless it's some sort of Marriott pixie dust surprise for us like it was this time. Another thank you to Manager Ken. He had no idea that we were anything other than a regular paying customer, because indeed that is exactly what we are. But he had no idea that we would vlog it. He was just being extra patient and caring and generous. And he had the power to throw some pixie dust our way, and he took the time to do it. And he really, really spoiled us with this. I hope all good energy is returned right back to you, Ken. Brian and I will not likely ever forget this moment. I know it might sound a little obsessed with, I don't know, fancy things, but it's not that. It's the experience and the memories. I imagine that when we're 80 years old, we'll cackle and remember drinking fancy water and try to remember that it was called the Fiji water. And we'll remember the time that we pretended to be ultra rich people or ultra fancy people, and we're just simple country people who love Disney. Thanks again. All right, guys, what do you guys think? Will you be staying here? Is this in your budget? Will you be able to use this for one of your family trips? We hope this gives you a good idea of what the Swan has to offer. And if you have not already, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to set your notifications so you won't miss any of our vlogs.